assume the worst, and go with that first. It's Rhyme and Reason 500.
There's a rhyme and reason for your life. There's a rhyme and reason why you're...
Hey there, Tony here. And can you believe episode 500? 500. Most people who start a podcast don't get anywhere near that, by the way. And there are lots and lots of podcasts out there. And I've been at this a while, so it took a long time to get here to the 500 mark. But I'm here. And I figure, hey, this is a big deal, 500. So let's assume the worst, okay? Let's be positive and assume the worst. Sound good? Does that sound like a good plan? No, Tony, it sounds negative, not positive. And why would anybody automatically assume the worst? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I'm going to toss this little boomerang out there and see if it comes back to me. When you assume the worst in people, first, it's safer. Yeah, safer. I mean, how many spy movies and superhero movies and dramas on TV have used this phrase? See if you can remember or think about any time you've heard this. Trust but verify. And how many times has that been a stupid thing to say? Answers are lots and lots of times and every single time. So they've used that phrase, trust but verify, lots and lots of times. And it's stupid every time. But Tony, you're a Christian, and you always say I should love my neighbor as myself. Well, if you love your neighbor, shouldn't you also trust your neighbor? I don't know why somebody has to sound like a snob when they're asking me questions like that, but this guy, whatever. Anyway, I can see why you might ask that question. Yeah, sure, a Christian is supposed to love your neighbor as yourself. And at least I can see why, if you don't understand human nature, you might ask that question. Well, but sadly, the vast majority of people on our little blue planet don't understand human nature, and even sadder, that includes Christians. What's human nature got to do with trust? Gee whiz, snobby again, huh? Well, when you understand how most people in the world are going to choose to hate God, you understand how you shouldn't automatically trust anybody. And it's an extremely dangerous world, in case you hadn't noticed. And that means for your safety, you got to be on your guard, and you should assume the worst in people and only trust them, let's say, once they prove themselves worthy of your trust. But Tony, you know what they say about assume. It makes an... I know. And there are times when that can apply, but those times don't include when you first meet somebody, okay? When you first meet them, you've never met them before. Because selfishness, I don't know if you know this, selfishness, and a form of it, was the original sin. And it's thriving like never before. So, your best bet is to assume people are doing what they do for selfish gain. Most of the time they are. And I guarantee their motive will do you harm if you make the false assumption that people are basically good. I'll let you ponder that for a minute, for a bit here, while I play you some music, and I'll be right back.
In the best of times, where's the challenge? In the worst of times, where's your choice? In the fevered pitch, where's the silence? When the love is breached, where's the voice? Could you have your very life taken from you while the world stood at your feet? Wouldn't that completely stop and numb you? And wouldn't you admit defeat? in the darkest hours? Who's your father in the scheme of things? Who's the one in the best laid plans? Who's the spirit when your heart is healed? Who's the sun? Could you let your very blood be taken for your friends who'd run away? And wouldn't all your faith and hope be shaken? Would you even think to pray? Well, thank God he didn't leave it up to you. Thank God he didn't leave it up to you. Thank God he didn't leave it up to you. Thank God he didn't leave it up to you. Could you have your very blood be taken for your friends who'd run away? And wouldn't all your faith and hope be shaken? Would you even think to pray? Well, thank God he didn't leave it up to you. Thank God he didn't leave it up to you. Thank God he didn't leave it up to you. Thank God he didn't leave it up to you. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God.
And there you go. So do yourself a favor and be wise to people who approach you in disguise. You might know in the end they truly are your friend, but till you do, keep wisdom in your eyes. That's a Proverbs link. Should be in the show notes. You look down there and you see wisdom in your eyes. That's a Proverbs link. So, it comes from the one who knows a thing or two about wisdom, or a million. Okay. This is Tony from TonyFunderburk.com. Please go to TonyFunderburk.com and get yourself one of those really, real cool T-shirts that says, life has rhyme and reason because God made you.
There's a rhyme